Welcome to another enlightening episode of The Perspectives of the Bible. Today, we invite you to embark on an expansive exploration of a story that not only withstands the trials of time, but resonates deeply with our personal experiences and challenges. This episode is not just another narrative, it's a reflection of hope, love, and the intrinsic value of every soul. Before we dive into this profound lesson, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Your engagement empowers us to share these invaluable messages of faith with even more hearts and minds. Thank you for your continued support. In today's episode, we'll delve into the layers of the parable of the lost sheep as recounted in Luke 15:177. This parable isn't merely a charming bedtime story. It's a powerful anthem echoing the boundless love and compassion of God for each person on this planet. Jesus shared this narrative specifically for those skeptical of his interactions with marginalized individuals and sinners. But what deeper truths lie beneath the surface of this well-loved tale? Let's journey together to uncover its rich significance. Imagine this. A shepherd, a symbol of care, experiences heartache over one lost sheep, prompting him to abandon his 99 safe ones to pursue it. At first glance, this might seem like a mere arithmetic exercise: own sheep versus 99. However, let's pause to truly contemplate the implications of this act. To society, that lone sheep may be reduced to a statistic, a number deemed not worth the trouble. Yet to the shepherd, that sheep is irreplaceable. It is a living being of eternal worth and intrinsic value. This poignant story profoundly illustrates that you are more than just another face in the crowd. You matter deeply to God regardless of your past mistakes, struggles, or current circumstances. To fully appreciate the depth of this parable, we need to immerse ourselves in its historical context. In ancient Jewish culture, shepherds held a vital role within their communities. They weren't merely laborers or hired hands, they were guardians, protectors, and providers for their flocks. Shepherding was a messy, demanding vocation that required immense dedication. The bond between a shepherd and each sheep transcended mere ownership. It represented an intimate personal connection entwining their lives. When a sheep strayed, it wasn't just a loss of property for the shepherd. It symbolized a profound, heart-wrenching personal tragedy. This context enriches our understanding of a God who is emotionally invested in restoring relationships with those who feel lost, forgotten, or abandoned. Let's now examine the key characters presented in this parable. The shepherd symbolizes Christ himself, the embodiment of compassion, who actively seeks out the lost and the weary individuals who may feel like they're wandering aimlessly through life. These aren't faceless masses, they represent you and me, yearning for connection amid feelings of isolation. Conversely, the lost sheep personifies those who feel disconnected from God due to sin, poor choices, or challenging life circumstances. The shepherd's brave decision to leave behind the 99 speaks volumes about his unwavering devotion and commitment. In a world often obsessed with metrics, rankings, and superficial success, Jesus emphasizes the individual importance of each person, inviting everyone to return to his loving embrace. This parable nudges us toward essential self-reflection. Many of us grapple with feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness during life's trials. Have you ever found yourself feeling invisible, as if the world around you has moved on without acknowledging your existence? The narrative serves as a powerful affirmation. God cherishes you. He sees you, knows you, and longs to envelop you in his arms, welcoming you back into the family of believers. Whether lost or found, you remain a treasure in the eyes of your Creator. Let's also consider practical applications of this parable in our everyday lives. Pause for a moment to contemplate your personal journey. Are there areas where you feel lost or disconnected? What about your daily activities, the messages you're consuming, and the community surrounding you? These external influences can significantly affect your relationship with God. Perhaps starting your journey back means engaging in prayer, a heartfelt conversation with God, asking for clarity and guidance. Prayer can be transformative. It opens the lines of communication that may have been blocked by doubt or distraction. Additionally, Seeking community support can uplift your spirit dramatically. Reach for scriptures that resonate with your feelings. They can serve as guiding lights illuminating your path forward. Each step you take can gently usher you back to recognizing your intrinsic worth from God's loving perspective. Moreover, the lesson of the lost sheep extends a powerful call to transformation beyond individual growth. Are we embodying the spirit of the shepherd ourselves? Are we proactively reaching out to those who may feel lost or isolated? This could mean connecting with a friend who is struggling in their faith, extending support to someone feeling overlooked, or acknowledging a stranger who may need a simple act of kindness. Let's pursue the same endless love that Christ exhibits toward us by extending compassion to others. Engaging with a local church community actively serves this mission, enhances your connectivity with God, and enables you to uplift those around you who might be adrift in their faith. Remember, your worth remains unchanged despite personal challenges, doubts, or setbacks. You are seen, cherished, and valued by God. Each moment you spend questioning your worth is time that could be dedicated to recognizing the beauty within you, created in the image of the Creator. As we continue to delve into this remarkable parable, let's reflect on how God's unrelenting pursuit profoundly shapes our understanding of purpose and value in our lives. The parable of the lost sheep, recounted in Luke 15:3007, reveals profound insights into who God is and the innate worth we hold as individuals. Within the rich tapestry of Jewish culture during Jesus' time, shepherds shared a remarkable bond with each sheep. They often invested their nights lying next to them in the fields, adding warmth and unwavering protection. This dynamic relationship represents the shepherd's role not just as a caretaker, but as a loving guardian. Understanding this relational dynamic enhances our appreciation of the deep emotional weight and significance encapsulated in this parable. When a single sheep strays from the fold, the shepherd perceives it as a personal crisis, not merely a financial detriment, but a catastrophic loss that deeply affects his heart. This perfect parallel illustrates God's unwavering commitment to every one of us. Every life is not just meaningful, but holds extraordinary value. Have you ever felt diminished or unimportant amidst the chaos of everyday life? Take a moment to reflect on a time when feelings of insignificance overwhelmed you, leaving you questioning your rightful place in the world. This parable speaks volumes. You are cherished far more than you can imagine. God is perpetually seeking the lost, extending comfort to those grappling with faltering faith. This affirmation reveals that our worth cannot be defined by our achievements or the fleeting approval of others, but rather through our intrinsic nature as beloved children of God. Additionally, the rich theme of joy embedded within this parable is noteworthy. When the shepherd finally locates his wayward sheep, a celebration ensues, an exuberant representation of the joy that accompanies reconciliation. This sense of joy is not solely confined to reunions with God. It extends to reconciliations with others or even within ourselves. Practicing active reconciliation is a transformative process leading towards spiritual healing, especially during moments laden with despair, guilt, or regret. Consider how powerful it can be to forgive both others and yourself. This act can liberate you from burdens that no longer serve you. One profound takeaway from this parable is the beauty of embracing self-reflection and evaluation periods. If you often battle feelings of unworthiness, channel those emotions into affirmations of God's endless love and grace. Instead of confining your struggles within a lens of shame, recognize them as beautiful opportunities for growth and reconnection with your faith. This perspective shift is essential, allowing you to meet challenges with renewed strength and profound purpose. Moreover, the essence of this enlightening message compels us to reach out to others navigating their feelings of disconnection. Every day is brimming with opportunities, whether it be a friend, family member, or even a stranger, to impart kindness and foster connection. Just as the shepherd leaves his flock to seek the single sheep, we too can take action, offering our time and compassion. A simple message, a warm phone call, or an open invitation to share a moment can remind someone, even if momentarily, that they are valuable in God's sight, a lighthouse of hope, amid life's turbulent seas. As you embark on your faith journey, take time to celebrate the small victories of reconnecting with God. Each time you find your way back to Him or help someone else regain their footing, you embody the shepherd's nurturing spirit. Your journey not only fosters personal growth, but also creates ripples of encouragement throughout your community. Your acts of kindness can alter even the most troubled lives, bringing hope and renewal precisely when it may be most needed. In conclusion, the lessons from the parable of the lost sheep go beyond understanding our worth. They serve as a guiding principle for how we approach our relationships with others. This sacred narrative invites us to become active participants in our communities, striving to embody compassion and authentic love. Together, we can work to cultivate a world where everyone feels valued and seen, understanding that no soul is too small for the love of God. To truly grasp the profound impact of the parable of the lost sheep, it's vital to revisit the context in which Jesus shared this pivotal story. Framed amidst a gathering of sinners and tax collectors, this parable confronted the exclusive and often judgmental cultural norms of the time. Jesus didn't shy away from confronting conventional wisdom. Instead, He reframed the narrative to unveil a God who relentlessly pursues every soul, regardless of how lost they may feel. By highlighting the shepherd's courageous choice to leave the 99 behind, He conveys the transformative love God has for each individual, a love that transcends societal standards and delves to the core of human value. Could you take a moment to reflect on how this ageless wisdom might manifest in your life today? Consider the moments where you've felt insignificant, perhaps overshadowed in a crowded room or belittled by the achievements of those around you. In those trying times, remember, God sees each of us clearly, understands our struggles, and recognizes our worth. In a world consumed by external measures and societal validation, the story of the lost sheep serves as a potent reminder to embrace one's unique position in God's narrativian affirmation that you are treasured among the throng. Much like the shepherd searching for his lost companion, God yearns to find those feeling stray. Visualize facing a week overflowing with challenges. Your energy dwindles, and sentiments of hopelessness begin to creep in, almost convincing you of your insignificance. In these moments, let the resounding message of the lost sheep infuse you with solace. You are never abandoned. God's unconditional love remains a constant, eternally pursuing to elevate you from despair and envelop you in grace. Let's explore how we can translate this shepherd-like compassion into our daily lives. Have you checked in on someone that may feel isolated? Empathy doesn't always necessitate grand gestures. A simple text or heartfelt message can uplift spirits and foster lasting connections. These seemingly minor acts resonate profoundly, reflecting the core essence of the lost sheep narrative while fabricating a supportive environment within our communities. The parable of the lost sheep propels us toward a genuine understanding that our worth is not contingent upon fleeting societal measures, fame, or material wealth. It reassures us that God welcomes each life into His grand design, as each soul deserves His unfaltering love and grace. When feelings of loss arise, take a moment to ask yourself, how can I reclaim my sense of worth in the eyes of God today? What steps can I take to reinforce that intrinsic value, not just for myself, but for others as well? As we wrap up this exploration of the story of the lost sheep, let's remember that the heart of this parable challenges us to lead with love both for ourselves and those around us. It calls us to embody the qualities of the Good Shepherd, seeking out the lost, healing the brokenhearted, and extending grace to everyone we meet. Make it a point to create spaces of acceptance and love wherever you go, allowing the light of Christ's love to shine brightly through your actions. In conclusion, let's resolve to embrace the teachings of this parable beyond mere words. Stand firm in your identity in Christ, allowing His infinite love to refresh your sense of worth on a daily basis. Seek not only personal assurance, but a divine mandate to extend that same love to others. By cultivating an environment rich in grace, we can become vibrant reflections of the Good Shepherd within our communities, illuminating the path for those yearning for hope and pastoral care amid life's overwhelming trials.